Hello, my ownership babes. Welcome back to this session. This is going to be a great session today as we are continuing talking about ownership. If you are new to this channel, if you are new to this session, I'll explain first briefly what is ownership. Ownership is when you truly own your thoughts, because in a world right now where people are thinking, their thinking is really intertwined with the world or society's way of thinking. But when you're a true owner, you have your own thoughts and you're making sure that the thoughts of everyone else is in line with what you're thinking. So an owner owns their thoughts, they own their schedule, they own their time, and most importantly, they own their decisions in life. And in addition to that, ownership is one that when you truly understand with ownership that a debt-free life is a freeing life. When you're a true owner, you own the things, not anyone else. You're not trapped to paying interest to anyone. The way the world is now, when we look at statistics, almost 70% of the people are living paycheck to paycheck. And what I know, if that is happening, then people are resorting to what? Debt. They're resorting to credit card debt to keep afloat. And if that is happening, then they are paying interest. And what we do in the sessions, we just talk about reversing that. We talk about, really truly proclaiming your ownership so that you are not enslaved to interest. So you're not enslaved to a job. So you're not enslaved to a business. So you're not enslaved to anything that does not truly keep your life in line to where you know your higher power, whatever has placed in your heart to do. So an ownership person is someone that just takes complete ownership of their life. And that is rare right now. I feel that is rare in a world right now where we're having more sheep than what shepherd. So and an ownership is definitely a shepherd, someone that's leading their ways in their lives. So that being said, I did a few weeks ago in a session, just gave some of my best tips. I felt my personal best tips. I always say in these sessions, these are things that Tiffany has used in her life, so I can get to the point where now I am totally debt free so that no one can put their thumb on me. Now I'm in a position where, guess what, all income is a profit. That means I can save and invest at the utmost, every single chance that I get. Ownership. I am a cash queen. I still believe cash, baby, cash is king, and in my case, queen. So whenever I did that session, I gave some of my best tips. So if you didn't see that session, make sure you check it out. But I'm going to talk about the pro tip I gave, because I did give a pro tip in that session, and I mentioned to never stop growing and developing new skill sets. Personal growth over time will start to align with the income and lifestyle you desire if you do that. And the reason I wanted to mention this pro tip, because it does not matter where you're at right now. It doesn't matter if you're embarking on a new journey, going off to college, or maybe you're deciding that college is not the route for you. Maybe you're deciding another path in life. That is totally fine as well. Or maybe you're a person in school and you're wrapping up your college education. Maybe you're the person that you're way past school and now you're on a job and you're realizing that a job is designed to keep you exactly what it stands for, just over broke, J-O-B. And maybe you're deciding at this point life should not be this way. You do not want to retire dead broke. So you want to make the right decisions now in your life. Or maybe you're at a point where everything's going right. Maybe you are applying these 5 steps that we talked about a few weeks ago. Maybe you are on that road to debt freedom. Maybe you are on that path to financial freedom. And now you've traded your time for money, and then now you're reaping the benefits of it, because you're doing the right things. Or maybe you're just one that's going into retirement and you're saying, hey, I've done all I can. I've contributed to the workforce. Now it's time for me to live for myself. So what I'm saying is, this session is for anyone that fits in this category to always continually learn, develop your skill set. What that does is it takes you into a different realm. It really puts you in a different place, it really separates you from a lot of people. See, what I know is most people will learn a song. They'll learn something on the job because it's required, but most people will not take time to learn something that will truly change their lives. And developing a new skill set really helps. I know when I was embarking on a new journey of learning accounting, what it did for me is it created a six-figure income for me. Just because I learned, I got good at a skill set, not just accounting, I got great at my people skills, because not only did I have the knowledge, I had to sell these corporations on why they needed to pay me the salary that they did not want to pay me. And all of that came from building my people skill set, making sure that I was learning, understanding people, doing more listening than talking, understanding body language, things of that sort. Those skill sets really helped me to achieve the type of income that now it got me to a point to where I'm at now, as I said, where I'm totally debt free. So I know that having the proper skill sets work. Now, there are opportunities out there to learn so more. There's free education out there like YouTube University. There's things you can pay for online. You do not have to enroll in some type of school or higher education to build your skill set. There are courses everywhere. But I challenge you with learning. The more you learn, what starts to happen is you will start to attract the right opportunities. You'll probably be able to recognize the right opportunities. And what will start to happen is your income over time will start to align with those skill sets that you have built. See, my income aligned with the people skill set, the entrepreneurship, the business skill set I built, the accounting skill set that I built. And that's what allowed me to be a woman in the United States of America making that six-figure type of income. Did I have to chase the income? And I don't want you to miss this, because some people chase the income, but then they don't get the outcome that they want in life. And that's danger. See, I will repeat that again. Some people, they chase the income, but they never get the outcome. And that's only because of step one I mentioned and those 5 powerful steps to ownership. Most people, when you're chasing income and you have no vision, you don't have a clear, concise vision on where you are going, well, wherever you land will work for you, wherever you land. And it's probably not the place you want to be. And this is probably why we have high income earners, six-figure earners that are living paycheck to paycheck. It is only because a lot of them, guess what? They didn't have a complete vision. Their vision was just to make a six-figure income. So once they started making it, lifestyle creep came in and they started increasing their expenses. Am I correct? So they increased their expenses and not knowing that, oh man, you are actually outliving, your expenses are outweighing the income that's coming in. And because most people are trying to impress people that really care nothing about you, what tends to happen is now you can't let go. Because you have to have the big car, the big house, the big whatever, knowing you cannot afford it. So I challenge you, don't chase the income first. I know it seems crazy. I know it seems crazy to say this, but I'm telling you, the income comes when you are building your skill set, when you have a complete vision, you are following those 5 steps that we have, really deep dived into. When you are following those steps to ownership, guess what? You are a magnet for success. You become a magnet for money. It comes to a point as money goes out, the money just flows in. As you are really building your skill set, you are changing your mindset. You are now decoding, you are programming your mind, not just consciously, subconsciously. So I challenge you right now, wherever you are, take the time. You still have, guys, we still have less than 60 days to close out 2024. Yes. I am so excited. This has been a blessed year, and hopefully it's been a blessed year for you. But guess what? Even if it hasn't, you have time. You have time to go after it. You have time to build one, at least one, probably two, maybe even three new skill sets that will pay you in the year of 2025. You have time to hit those goals that you started the new year with. Do not give up. Do not put it off. See, the winners, here we go. As we close out this session, you know, I always have to go back because I'm always showing you how to use corporate strategies to win in life. See, corporations now, whether they did great or whether they bombed out in the year 2024. And some of them, as we see, a lot of them have bombed out. But I promise you, if they have enough to continue in the new year, they are strategizing right now. What does that mean for you, ownership babes? You have to be strategizing. You have to be budgeting like no other. You have to be using that budget as your navigation system, the way these corporations are using their budget. See, they are working or have worked and continuing to work their budget people out. They are working them literally to death to make sure that the numbers make sense for next year because they don't want to repeat. If they had a bad year, 2024, they don't want to repeat that in 2025. So what they're doing is they're strategizing, they're budgeting, they're putting the numbers together, what went right, what went wrong, and they are doing it. So don't sleep. Don't tell yourself, wait to 2025 before you're doing it. See, the winners are doing it now in the months, the September, October, November, December. The winners are planning right now. And I know there's so much going on wherever you are in the world that's trying to distract you. Do not let it distract you. Do not let the news out there, anything that's going out there distract you. You have to stay focused because you have goals. And the most important goals are the goals that you have set for you and your family. So you have to ignore all of the noise on the outside and you gotta go dig deep in the inside and go make it happen for you. You have time. You have it. Less than 60 days away. Let's close out this year strong. Let's make it a winning type of year. I know you can do it, my ownership babes. So I challenge you guys, build a new skill set. Do what you have to do. Stay faithful to those 5 tips. Make sure everything is in line with your vision. Make sure you are budgeting on the path to debt freedom so that you can live the life that you truly deserve. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm excited for our next session. Have a great day. Hasta luego.